All right, good morning, everyone. Hi, Donna, can you hear me? Hi, yes, good, okay, big nod. And Daphne's iPad, if you want to turn your video on, it's great to be able to see everyone, but if not, that's all right too. And Natasha, welcome. I'm just gonna mute you, Natasha. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi, Natasha.
Hi, sorry, just getting.
Oh, that's all right. I'm just trying to mute your audio, but just you can hear me, right?
I think I can hear you, but let me just mute on my end. Just 1 second.
Perfect. Great. All right. All right. Thanks, everyone. Welcome, ladies. As I said, I just so you know, if you're recording YouTube videos and you're trying to make your movies in iMovie, Zoom steals the audio permission. So pro tip, you have to uninstall Zoom to get your iMovie audio to work and then reinstall Zoom. So that's what I did this weekend, and then that's what caused the delay to get the class started this morning. Just had to quickly download Zoom again. I've been making YouTube videos of my classes, and it's crazy at the amount of stuff that I've learned about how to negotiate all the technology. You can just type anything you need, and anything you need to know into Google, and it'll answer your questions. All right. This is Monday morning gentle flow. Just gonna put on gallery view so I can see everybody. I like to start my practice sitting on my knees. So hi, Jessica, I didn't see you were there. Welcome, all the way from Halifax. So I like to start my practice on my knees. I just find it a little bit easier on my low back, but you can sit cross-legged if you prefer. And then always when I start, just to play with my constant evolution of back pain, I just sit up just a little bit taller, engage my core just a little bit more, just to see if there's any little micro adjustment to make to feel stronger and more protected for the low back pain. And then adjust any tension, let go of any tension in your face and in your jaw. If you were doing any last minute running around before the class, any last minute details like me. And then we'll start just with movement with the upper body. So inhale, reach your hands up. And for the first one, keep your spine straight and tall. And then hands come down beside you. And then for each one, just carry on, each time lifting into a deeper and deeper back bend. Just really carefully moving through the full range of motion of your spine. And as your hands come down, you move into a forward bend, kind of start to hunch, tuck your chin in towards your chest. And just keep going with that. So as energetically as you can, reach out through your fingertips. So you're really engaging all these little muscles all through your arms and your shoulders. And then using that strength to incorporate this movement into your spine. We'll do 5 more, just on your own breath. And then now add a twist. So one hand comes to opposite knee, other hand behind you, twist over your shoulder. And then come back and forth really carefully. Other side. So same thing, fingers actively reaching out, all the little muscles in your arms engaged as you stretch and twist. Just come back and forth. And then come to center, hands resting in your lap, however you're sitting. Close your eyes. Start your Ujjayi breath. So lovely to have two teachers and a teacher trainee here. Sometimes when you know so much about the practice, you just need someone to hold space for your own practice. So start your Ujjayi breath. And then I'll remind myself and remind you to maintain your attention on that breath throughout your whole practice. Come onto your hands and knees. Bring your right hand behind your head, press your head into your hand, and then point your elbow straight up to the ceiling. Breathe in. And then elbow comes to opposite wrist, tuck in. You do that a couple times. It's like a little wing, you reach up to the sky, and then tuck in as you breathe out. A couple of those. And then on the last one, reach your hand all the way up to the sky, look up, really broad across your chest, and then tuck in and pause here, thread the needle. And then let's do the other side. Hands and knees, left hand behind your head. Inhale, reach your little wing up to the sky. Exhale, elbow to wrist. Keep going. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. And then hand reaches up, fingertips reach up to the sky. And thread the needle, left arm underneath right. So your Ujjayi breath, Daphne, for you, I'm not sure how much yoga you've done, but Ujjayi breath is this audible, ocean sounding breath, and it holds your attention in each of the poses, and it guides your way through the transitions between poses. So just in and out through your nose. 2 more deep breaths here. And then come onto all fours. Couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, tailbone, and gaze up. Cat-cow is more, and then tuck in, chin to chest, breathe out. Cat-cow is more mobility for your spine, but also a really simple way to link breath to movement. couple more. Try opening your eyes as you look up and then closing your eyes as you tuck in and round forward. So imagine as you look up into the back bend, into the heart opener, you're looking up towards new possibilities. And then as you close your eyes and tuck into the forward fold, you're letting go of anything you don't need anymore. Inhale, eyes open, look up. Exhale, eyes closed, tuck in, let go. 2 more. And then press back, downward facing dog, breathe out. If you're feeling a bit stiff and sore from all your weekend antics, feet as wide as your mat. Just make a little bit more space for your hamstrings. Press really firmly into both hands and then internal rotation of your upper arm bone. So it's like your triceps are wrapping down and towards each other. Gaze between your feet. So your feet are very wide. Gaze at the mat in between your feet. Maintain your ujjayi breath. One more breath here. Bring your feet back to hip width apart, heel toe them in, and then walk your hands quietly back to meet your feet. Hold opposite elbow with opposite hand and shake your head, shake your whole upper body from side to side. Even adding your knees, so bending and straightening one knee at a time. Chin is tucked into your chest. Eyes are closed to challenge your balance. In a moment, we're going to stand up and reach up to the sky. And once you get there, open your eyes and imagine you're invigorating yourself for new possibilities. So here we go. Take a breath in, just start to curl up. Eyes are closed until you get near the top and then reach up to the sky. Open your eyes, breathe in. Hands come to your heart center. Exhale. Pause here for 3 breaths. Just going to adjust my camera a little bit. See, I'm coming out of the shot a bit. There we go. So you're at the back of your mat, feet are hip width apart. Reach your hands up to the sky, breathe in. Hands come down to your shins, breathe out. Look up and lengthen, breathe in. Hands to the mat, walk forward to a high plank quietly. Lower your knees, chin and chest. Exhale. Belly down, feet together, low cobra. Look up, chin lifts. Child's pose to down dog. Exhale. Take your time to get back to down dog. Quietly walk your hands to meet your feet at the back of the mat. Hands are on your shins. Look up, breathe in. Fold chin to chest, breathe out. Eyes closed, and then stand up. Don't open your eyes until the very last moment. Inhale to the back bend, to possibilities. Look up. Hands in front of your heart center, palms together. Breath in. And in. Hands up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. Hands to your shins, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Walk your hands forward, high plank. Modified chaturanga, knees, chin, chest, down to the mat. Feet together, belly down, low cobra, gaze lifts. Child's pose to down dog, breathe out. Quietly walk your hands to the back of the mat. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Inhale. Chin to chest, fold forward. Exhale. Stand up. Eyes closed till you get to the top, reach up. Open your eyes. Hands to your heart center, exhale. One breath. And we'll do that whole thing one more time. You're standing at the back of your mat. Welcome, Elaine. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Hands on your shins. Halfway lift, breathe in. Walk your hands forward. Plank to modified chaturanga. Knees, chin, and chest. Exhale. Belly down, cobra, look up. Child's pose to down dog, breathe out.
I would do this one.
Walk your hands to meet your feet at the back of the mat. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Breathe in. Hold forward, breathe out. Stand all the way up. Inhale.
Why she's not on her mat now?
Elaine, I'm just gonna mute your
Sorry,
audio.
Yeah, I'll do that. Great.
Okay.
I forgot.
That's all right. I don't think I have control. There we go. Perfect. All right. Welcome to the practice. This is Monday morning flow. So back of the mat, stand up, reach up. Hands to the mat, exhale. Or to your shins. Look up, lengthen. Walk your hands forward, knees, chin, and chest. Last time, modified chaturanga. Belly down, low cobra, look up. Press back, child's pose to down dog. Exhale. Step your right foot to meet you to the top of the mat. Left knee down, fingertips on the mat. Lift into a back bend, look up. And then come to modified Hanumanasana, modified half splits, or modified splits. Right leg straightens. Lift your toes, right toes up and off the mat. Shoulders back from your ears. Lift your chest and your gaze. Breathe in. And then fold forward. Stay here for 3 breaths. Right toes down, chest forward, low lunge, look up. Step your right knee back beside your left. Modified chaturanga, knees, chin, and chest. Sorry, I meant right knee back. That's what I said. Belly down, low cobra, inhale. Child's pose to down dog, exhale. Left foot forward, same thing. Right knee down, up on your fingertips. Low lunge, look up. Half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. Hanuman is the monkey. And the whole practice of yoga is this moving meditation to quiet down your monkey mind. Ardha Hanumanasana pose. Fold over your left leg. Shoulders back. Keep your toes really strongly engaged. If you can spread your toes on your left foot individually, try that. So lots of strength in your left foot, even if you're not standing on it. Good. Left toes down, chest forward, low lunge, inhale. And now step your right foot to meet your left at the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart, hands on your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Come all the way up. Inhale, reach up. Hands to your heart center, exhale. Hands onto your waist. Lift up into a back bend, chest lifts high, lean back, be brave. Head back. And then stand yourself up. Do that one more time. So reset, press into both feet. Hands are on your waist to support your weight as you lean back into this back bend. Look up to the sky. Invite in the idea of new possibilities. Stand yourself up. Imagine there's a string pulling the crown of your head as high as you can. So you're stretching through your whole spine. Root down equally into both feet. Now inhale your hands up to the sky. Look up at your thumbs. Keep your hands together, but fold forward and follow your thumbs with your gaze as you watch your hands descend down to the mat. Bend your knees if you need to. Look up and lengthen. Breathe in. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. This time, right knee is high. Stand up to a lunge. Inhale. Reach your hands up. Palms together. We're going to twist. So hands together at your heart center. Twist to your left. Revolved, extended side angle. Good. Right elbow hooks your left knee. You guys can all see me. Right elbow hooks left knee. Good. Avrita Parsvakonasana, revolved, extended side angle. Twists and back bends just to promote mobility in our spines. Press down into both feet. Carefully stand back up to the lunge. Use strong legs to support the transition through your spine. Look up at your hands. And then stay here. Fire up your legs. A couple times, just bend and straighten your left knee, your front knee. So inhaling as you straighten and reach up. Exhaling as you bend. Warming up the joint in your knee. Getting some blood flowing into your lower limbs. And then finally pause in the lunge. Left knee bent. Heart opening up to the sky. Hands reaching high. 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. Come back to that breath. Pyramid pose, hands down on either side of your front foot. Step your back foot a little bit closer, make space. Lift your chest and your belly away from your thigh. Fold over your left leg. Now, just as a reminder that it doesn't matter if you can reach the mat or not, bring your hands to your waist. So it's a much stronger pose. This is an intense weight-bearing stretch for your front leg. Keep your hands on your waist if you can't reach the mat. If you can reach the mat, your fingertips can come down, but they're not really holding any weight. They're just lightly resting there. Press down into both feet. 2 more breaths. From here, wide-legged forward fold. So bring your hands down to the mat if they're not already there. Just lightly pad your hands over to the middle of the mat. Turn your feet. Halfway lift and lengthen. Breathe in. Come up onto your fingertips. And then fold forward. And then twist. Left hand stays on the mat. Look up at your right hand. And come back and forth through that twist. 3 times each side. Breathing in as you reach up. Breathing out as you fold forward. Find your breath, find your own movement. Forward fold, wide-legged forward folds. In your forward fold, just rock your weight slightly forward onto your toes, onto the front part of your foot. And then slightly back onto your heels. And then onto the outside edges of your feet. And then walk your hands to the top of the mat. Left foot is forward. Step your right foot to meet your left at the top of the mat. Feet are hip width apart. Halfway lift, lengthen, hands on your shins or the mat. Chin to chest, fold forward. Stand all the way up, inhale. Pause with your hands right in front of your heart center, palms together, fingers together, fingers spread wide. Same sequence, other side. Hands reach up, inhale, here we go. Hands to the mat, exhale. Look up, inhale. Other side, left foot back. Lunge, stand up, really strong legs. Start with the twist. Parivrtta Parsvottanasana. Hands together at heart center. Left elbow hooks right knee. Adjust your mic. Strong, strong legs. Stand back up to the lunge. That back knee is still lifted off the mat. Look up, lift your chest, reach up, gaze up. Deep breath in. Stay here for the exhale. And then bend and straighten your right knee. So no real prescribed movement here. You're just checking out the mobility in your spine by staying in the back bend, and then the mobility in your hip and your knee as you move in and out of the pose. Think about the idea of movement optimism. You move your body through this dynamic sequence of poses just to check out what you can do. But if you can, unconcerned about what you can't do, unconcerned about why you can't do something, just noticing what's there, what's possible. Stay in the lunge, knee bent, legs strong, heart lifted to the sky, hands reaching up. And then pyramid pose, both hands down to start. Step your left foot a little bit closer. So your feet are hip width apart. Let's everyone bring your hands onto your waist, come up halfway. And then maintain this strong spine, strong legs. And if you can reach, just fingertips down on the mat. Two more deep breaths here. Could pick up all 5 toes of your front foot and then one by one place them back down on the mat. Just all these little movements to remind yourself to engage every little muscle, to stay aware of the pose, of the movement that your body is doing with this dynamic sequence of poses. Shoulders back from your ears. We're going to skip the wide-legged forward fold on this side. So just step your left foot to the top of the mat. Feet are hip width apart. Excuse me, hands to your waist, chin tucks to your chest. And then very slowly curl yourself all the way up to standing. Don't open your eyes until you get there. Lift your gaze, finally open your eyes, lift your chest up. Brand new possibilities into this heart opener. And then stand up. Straight spine, tall posture, feet firmly rooted down into the earth. Tree pose, Vrikshasana. Right foot lifts first. Sole of your right foot into the inside of your left foot. Hands together in your heart. So for this version, it is a back bend, like a lot of the poses we've done. Reach your hands up to the sky. Lift your gaze, lift your chest, spread your fingers wide. Hold for 5 breaths. So the longer you stay, the more you find these little micro adjustments in each pose. Arms really strongly reaching up, fingers spread wide. Good, then come to a side bend. So your hand lands on your bent knee. Reach your other hand up and over. Give it a try. And then hands reach up. Try side bend to the other side. Good, lots of strength in that balancing foot. Hands reach up. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. And switch sides. Exhale, left knee bends. Start with your hands here in front of your heart. Lift up into the back bend. Look up, breathing. Side bend, left hand to left knee. Other side. Back up. Both feet down. Feet together, knees together for this one. We'll complete this standing sequence with a sun salutation B, and then sun salutation B incorporates back bends. And then we'll come down to the mat. So feet together, knees together, hands together at heart center. Bend your knees as deeply as you can. Weight is in your heels. Hands reach up into chair pose, Utkatasana. Feel all the strength in the muscles beside your spine that you need to stay here. 5 breaths, look up. Bend, bend, bend into your knees. Weight is in your heels. 4, 3, lift your chest, lift your gaze. 2, bend your knees. And forward fold, exhale, hands down to the mat. Look up, breathe in. Hands could be on your shins if you want. Step back, full chaturanga, or you can still modify. So hovering above the mat, knees down if you want. Lift into up dog or cobra. Press back to down dog, exhale. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Turn your left toes to 45 degrees. Turn facing to about 10 o'clock on the clock face. Reach up, press your palms together overhead. Warrior 1. Really powerful back bend, but demands a lot of strength in your right leg. Find that strength. Ground down into your right big toe. 3. 1, 2 more breaths in. Palms together, gaze up. 2. And 1, both hands down. Step back, downward facing dog, or come through a vinyasa, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, deep back bend. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Ground down into your left big toe. Right toes at 45 degrees, about 2 o'clock on the clock face. Warrior 1. 5 deep breaths. One more deep breath in. And we're done. Both hands down. Downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths or come forward. Final vinyasa, modified if you want. Press back, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank, everybody. And then lower to your belly. Let the mat take all of your weight to make a little pillow for your forehead. 5 deep breaths here, lying on your belly. So a couple of back bends lying here on your belly, feet together, knees together or as close as they can get. Legs, so just to engage the strength of your legs. Press down into the tops of your feet, point your toes. Clasp your hands behind your back. And then inhale and lift up into a back bend. So just your chest is lifting. Maybe lift your hands up and away from your hips. Looking down at the mat. So be cautious with these back bends, but be assertive with the control over your spine. So they are demanding, but no need to push yourself. I mean, no need to push yourself into pain. Lower down, take a little break. Come up again, second round, chest lifts, locust pose. Iyengar says, be cautiously bold, but not foolishly bold, and that's in regard to back bends. So be assertive with the pose. You could lift your chin away from your chest, start to lift your gaze. You could lift your feet up and off the mat. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Be assertive, but not foolish. And then lower down, take a little break. We'll do 1 more. Third and final back bend here. Up you go. Inhale. The option is to lift your hands, feet, and chest. Be cautiously bold, but not foolishly bold. Take responsibility for the mobility of your spine. 3 more breaths. Legs are strong, whether they're lifted or not. Toes are pointed. 1 more breath in, and then lower down. Just rest your hands on the mat, palms facing up. 5 breaths in rest. Press yourself back to a wide knee child's pose. Big toes touching, knees wide. We'll be here for 5 breaths, so if you have a pillow or something and you need support between your calves and your thighs, do that. Not sure, Elaine and Daphne, you know what I'm referring to, but this is always the option for child's pose like this. And then come up onto your hands and knees. We're going to do the same pose that we did to start, and then an inversion, and then a Shavasana. So on your hands and knees, right hand behind your head, point your right elbow up to the sky, breathe in. And then right elbow to left wrist, tuck in, do that 3 times. And then thread the needle, right arm underneath left. If you want more, you can extend your left leg. Back to all 4s. Left hand behind your head. Inhale, reach your little wing to the sky. Exhale, elbow to wrist. Inhale, reach up, 2. Exhale, tuck in. Inhale, reach up. And then thread the needle, left arm under right, extend your right leg if you want. And come back up onto your hands and knees. And then sit yourself back to hero's pose. Hands resting in your lap. Strong, straight spine. Just one time, curl up into a back bend, so an over-exaggeration. And then curl forward into a forward bend, chin to chest. And then find a neutral spine, something that feels strong and supported. Make little micro adjustments and then take 5 deep breaths here, just feeling completely at peace with where you're sitting, where your mind is, what your body is capable of. Close your eyes if they're not already. Reach your hands up to the sky. And then lift your face up to the sky. Open your eyes to new possibilities. Exhale your hands down beside your hips. Let go of what you no longer need. Do that one more time. Inhale, eyes open, face lifts. Exhale, let go. Grab a prop or slide your mat to the wall for a restorative inversion. I have a bolster. We might not have one, so a couple of couch pillows will do, or just come over to the mat or to the wall. Set yourself up. We'll stay for 3 minutes. Won't say much while we're in, actually I won't say anything while we're in the inversion. So feel supported but engaged. So your legs are still engaged. Feet and knees are together or close. Toes are pointed. But you have the support of the prop or the wall. Close your eyes, turn your palms up to the ceiling. And let the restorative benefits of being upside down, flipping your perception, or the benefits of reducing swelling in your lower limbs. Whatever you need your inversion to be, just allow the benefits to wash over you for a couple of minutes here. Point your toes. About a minute left. All right, so get rid of the prop if you're in supported inversion. If you're at the wall, we're going to do figure four legs just for a breath. If you're at the wall, you can press the sole, you can kind of shuffle your hips away from the wall a bit. Press the sole of one foot into the wall, cross the other foot over your knee. So figure four at the wall. And if you're not at the wall, figure four legs lying down. Make a figure four, hold on to the back of your bent knee. Switch sides. Figure 4 legs, second side. These supine poses, or this one supine pose we're doing, is your transition from the practice, from the moving meditation to your shavasana, your deep rest. You're starting to slow your mind down, settle your attention, let go of any triumphs or frustrations you felt during the practice. Goodbye to all that. It's preparing for rest. So your body is all set for rest. Release the supine figure 4. Start to stretch out on your mat. And now prepare your mind for rest. So any final ideas that are holding your attention, take note. What are they? You can come back to them in a couple of minutes, but really, really honor this rest. It's so important. We're all settled in. Final little exertion, just squeeze your toes, squeeze your hands into fists. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, fling your hands open, stretch your toes. And finally, relax. And do not let any thought disturb your relaxation. Just be still. breath in, yogis. And out. And then wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then slowly increase the range of motion from your Shavasana. Before you enter Shavasana, the last movement is fingers and toes. And as you exit, the first movement is fingers and toes. And then do your whole practice in reverse in a millisecond. Range of motion, moving, twisting, stretching, hands reach up overhead. And then come onto your side and sit up. Final part is your transition. Sit, and then in a moment off your mat. Hands together at heart center. Gratitude to yourself. Honor the teacher within for guiding your way through your own practice. Thank you for letting me hold space for your practice. It's an honor to have you all here. And thanks to Aboriginal Sports Circle for sponsoring this class. Namaste, yogis. Have a wonderful Monday. Good luck. Bye. I'll turn the audio on if you want to chat for a few minutes, but thank you so much for joining me from your home. Morning yoga is happening at 7:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Taiga's keeping that going through June if you're interested. And we're also doing yoga teacher training in July. We are going ahead with the in-person yoga teacher training. It'll be limited numbers, but spread the word, please. That starts July 6th. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Jessica, Donna, Natasha, thanks for coming. Daphne and Carson and Elaine. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you.
Okay. That was
Next
a
time.
wonderful little wing. Such
Oh,
a
yeah.
wonderful
The
turnout.
That's from my teacher, Erin Anderson, teaches that as part of her warm-up. I just love it. It adds the extra stretch right here. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Bye. Bye, Jessica.
Bye.
Bye, Carson.
Yeah.
Bye, Elaine. Have a good day. No problem. It happens to all of us. Hi. Bye-bye.